Dota 2 is one of the most popular games on the planet, and with millions of dedicated players, it's actually one of the most competitive games you could think of. So imagine the shock that Dota players experienced this week when Valve announced a new service which seems to give some players an unfair advantage.
Valve have just released a new subscription service for the hit MOBA Dota 2. The new service, which is called Dota Plus, will set players back $3.99 a month, and Valve say it will replace the existing Battle Pass. The Battle Pass was a limited time item which Valve sold to help fund Dota 2 esports tournaments, but it also included exclusive items and rewards. Dota Plus, however, will be available all year round. When Plus is active, players will be able to earn a new currency called shards, which are used to unlock rewards and level up heroes. As players level up their heroes, they will unlock hero level badges, which subsequently unlock reward shards, emotes, and challenges. Valve are also including a personal AI helper called the Plus Assistant. The Plus Assistant uses data collected from millions of Dota matches and will make friendly suggestions to the player on how they should handle any given situation during the game on the fly in real time.
So essentially, players who pay for the privilege will be helped out by an all-knowing, all-seeing AI companion. According to Valve, quote, Plus Assistant offers real-time item and ability suggestions generated from data gathered across millions of recent games at each skill bracket to keep you up to date on the latest trends. Whether you need advice on which hero best fits a draft or aren't sure what to build after securing that coveted Blink dagger, Plus Assistant is in your corner. Valve also explained that Dota Plus grants players access to a whole host of analytical tools and graphs once they complete a match. In response to the announcement, the Dota community expressed concern about the potentially pay-to-win nature of the Plus Assistant. After all, it would be providing players with information which could reasonably give them a competitive advantage. The Dota community are also concerned the new challenges will disrupt the flow of matches, and they will distract players by giving them their own objectives outside of the team's objectives.
There's always a consideration for games developers, for online games especially, how to monetize the online game, especially with Dota 2, free to play always has been. So how do you make money out of your player base if you're offering a free service? Valve have come up with a subscription model here. Okay, some people might not agree with it, but at the very least what it doesn't do is, it's not loot boxes, it's not a gambling thing, and it doesn't exploit people who might be susceptible to gambling and things like that. If you compare it to some other types of models, it's the equivalent of waiting outside a Gamblers Anonymous meeting trying to sell scratch cards, which is essentially what loot boxes is. But this isn't that. This is a subscription service. They're not trying to exploit people here. They're just trying to make money out of supporting this game over the long term and keep it sustainable as in a business sense. Whether it's pay to win or not is another question. It's more like accelerated rewards thing like EA kind of. It's more
we prefer to call it accelerated rewards.
Yeah, it's like you get extra XP as well as this assistant thing, which if you haven't got any friends, to talk about games and to help you out with things, well, just get an AI assistant, isn't it?
I mean, it's true. That's certainly what it sounds like. It sounds like you could get a lot of this information just by leaving the game and going and Googling and doing your own kind of research, except this is kind of aggregating stuff. And then also you get the performance graphs and whatever at the end. What I think is super interesting about this is the fact that it's information. They're just charging you for information. It's like this is a new kind of, as far as I'm aware, it's the first time I've ever heard of anything like that. We'll give you access to information and an assistant and someone to help speed up your progress and, simulating that experience gain from just playing the game normally by giving you an AI assistant that just chucks stuff at you and helps you out the whole time. That is a new thing as far as I'm aware, and I think that's certainly of note, and I wouldn't be surprised if something like this popped up somewhere else in the near future.
I've seen it before in online poker, right? There was this application called Holder Manager, which all the past information from all the players that you sat on the table with, if you're playing poker, it's really handy information to have, right? If you know how often people fold, how often people raise and bet, you can tell betting patterns from the players around you on the table. So it's kind of like that in my eyes. It tells you kind of what you should be doing and helps you out making decisions. To put it in their own game, just as a subscription for it, some people might not be happy about that because,
It certainly gives you an edge, doesn't it?
It does give you an edge.
Fork out, it gives you an edge.
If you're one of the players who thinks that this is pay to win and you don't like it, just think about it this way. You've not paid anything for the game. You're quite welcome to vote with your feet and go play another game. I know it's not always a practical solution. You might love the game, but if this is the way forward for them, supporting into the future and the way that they can, support it by making money out of it, then this is what they have to do. Just go and find it. There's loads of other games. There's loads of them. So many MOBAs as well. Paragon's not one though.
There's one called
that died.
League of Legends.
League of Legends, yeah. There's one. Yeah. Why don't you try one?
So what do you think about this new subscription service for Dota 2? Are you a Dota player? Are you a little bit worried about this? Let us know what you think down in the comments. Remember to like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this every day. Now there's another video right there which you can watch right now if you want, and the link to Patreon if you want to support the channel. See you next time.